Hey bass anglers, thanks for tuning in. My name's Steve Cooper. You're watching In Deep on the Delta, and today I have a 7-minute uncut video that I'm going to show you of some fun topwater fishing that I enjoyed a couple weeks ago on about a 4-hour trip. You're going to see 7 minutes of that 4-hour trip, and the thing that you're not going to see is the first 2 hours and approximately the second 2 hours where I had literally no action at all. Now, the Delta is famous for having these bite windows that coincide with the tide, moon phases, this, that, and whatever. Whatever it was, these fish went from 0 to 60 in 1 second. It lasted for 7 minutes and it dropped off. So always be aware of what's going on, stay focused, and just wait for those small windows of opportunities that you may have throughout the day. I also want to talk about the importance of choosing the right rod and reel combo for your topwater fishing. This is one of my favorites, and it is the Daiwa Tatula Elite cranking rod. It's not designed for topwater fishing. It's a 7-foot rod designed for cranking, but I have found it's my favorite rod for throwing smaller topwater baits like the River to Sea Bubble Walker, Bubble Pops, Ricos, small walking baits, small spooks, poppars. The reason that I love this rod is that it has a very forgiving tip. I like to set the hook hard when I'm fishing topwater and I get that strike. I love to set the hook. I've got a Chronarch reel on, a Chronarch Shimano reel on here. It pairs up very nicely with the rod, and I use 50-pound braid with about 4 feet of 15-pound mono leader. So when I'm setting hard, there's not a lot of stretch in this. So I really need this part of the rod to absorb some of the shock of a hard hook set. But the nice thing about this rod, right here in the midsection, this is where I can feel the hook setting. So the tip absorbs the shock. I keep the hook set hard, let it load up in here, knowing that I have the hooks set in the fish's jaw. This is the lifting part of the rod, and for a light rod, this rod really has a lot of backbone. I can pull some pretty big fish out of some pretty gnarly stuff. The important thing is to remember to set your reel drag so that it's going to start giving when you set the hook and it gets pinned up and it pins the fish up in this part of the rod. You don't want the reel to start slipping up here. You want that parabolic bend to move down here, and as soon as you feel that rod load up here and you know the fish is hooked and pinned, then that reel will slip a little bit, the drag will slip. So what I'm going to do is show an incidental fish catch before we get into our 7-minute film. Check out the strike, the set, and listen for that reel drag to engage. We'll check out this, then we'll get right into the 7 minutes of fun. Accurate casting can be really important when it comes to fishing topwater baits. And I've got a good cast here. And although it doesn't immediately trigger a strike, the fish that I'm about to catch may not have been under the hydrilla, it may have been a cruiser. So by placing an accurate cast to my target, it allowed me not to spook the cruising fish that I'm about to catch. As this fish strikes, pay close attention to the parabolic bend in the rod and when the reel drag kicks in. You've heard me talk about the parabolic bend in a rod. Well, here it is. I have no idea what the word parabolic means. I just heard it somewhere, and I like saying the word. Sweet. Just remember, it's been 2 hours since I've had a bite. finally. That's 2 strikes on 2 casts. Things are looking up. Remember, accuracy is really important in topwater fishing, and I didn't particularly like that cast. I'm a couple feet away from the hyacinth. I'd like to be a couple inches away. I'm working that shade line in next to the bank, and there's actually about a 6-foot trough that's formed by some submerged hydrilla, and I'm hoping they're going to be on the inside of that trough. But I think this next fish is going to come out from the hyacinth.
Oh boy! Okay, I'll take you. Alrighty. Come on, hold on, little guy. Hold on. Starting. Oh boy! Boy, that's a good one. That's a better one there. Oh yes. That's what we're looking for there. A little better there. Yeah. Like that one. Chunky little guy. Thank you. Woo.
Pay close attention to these next couple of casts. I've made a fatal mistake. I've let the fast action get to me, and I've sped up my retrieve. By doing so, I've kind of blown my pattern, not by changing the bait, but by changing my retrieve. And the fish just aren't committing like they were when I was slowing down. I'm fishing way too fast. I'm off to the races. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer. Somehow I've gained control of myself and I've slowed down my retrieve. I know it's hard to tell from the video, but this next boil would have made my day. It was a big fish.
Oh, God! Darn it, that was a good one. Ah! God! Ah! Mmm. Whew! That was a good one. Yikes. Come on. Need another one of those.
So there it is, 7 minutes of topwater action in a 4-hour outing. It was a lot of fun. I wish it would have lasted a little bit longer. If I was on my game, if I didn't make the mistake of speeding up, I may have caught a few more fish, but it was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching it. So with that, just remember to stay on your game, be aware that the bite window might be short, and when it happens, don't speed up, slow down, you'll probably catch more fish. So good luck on your next trip. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and keep watching my videos. Until then, good luck, and I'll see you guys on the water.